An International Student's Guide to U.S. Tax Returns, created by Caitlin Huema. Hello there. Welcome to the USA. I'm Uncle Sam, and we're glad to have you studying here in the U.S. Just don't forget, Tax Day. As an international student, you might be wondering, I'm not a U.S. citizen. Do I have to file a U.S. tax return? Yes. As Benjamin Franklin once said, in this world, nothing is certain but death and taxes. The government needs tax returns to keep track of how much people are earning and ensure that people are paying the correct amount in taxes. So, what if I didn't make any money? The answer is still yes. All international students and their dependents are required to file U.S. tax returns for every year that they're in the U.S. So it's pretty confusing. Where do you begin? There are 6 steps. First, determine your tax filing status. Next, determine if you have any U.S. source income. These will then determine the appropriate tax forms. Then you need to gather the necessary documents, fill out your tax forms, and then print, sign, and mail your forms before the deadline. So let's go back to step 1. What is your tax filing status? There are 2 possible options. If you have a green card, you are a resident alien. If not, you can ask yourself, have you stayed in the US for 5 or more years? This applies to people on F, J, M, and Q visas. And if yes, you are likely a resident alien. And if not, if you've been in the US for less than 5 years, then you are a non-resident alien. So what qualifies as US source income? Might be scholarships that cover your living expenses, if you're an RA, TA, or have a fellowship and receive a stipend, or if you're working a job and receive a salary or wages. It does not include scholarships that only cover tuition or money from your home country. So based on those 2 answers, it will determine which tax forms you need to file. If you're a non-resident alien with no US source income, good news! You only need to file Form 8843, which is a simple 2-page form, and you even get a couple extra months to fill it out, so it needs to be submitted by June 15th. If you're a non-resident alien with U.S. source income, you will need to file Form 8843 and Form 1040NR or NREZ, and this should be submitted by April 15th. If you're a resident alien, so if you have a green card or have lived in the U.S. for more than 5 years, your income is generally subject to tax in the same manner as a U.S. citizen, so you do not need to file Form 8843 and instead should file Form 1040, 1040A, or 1040EZ by April 15th. So to fill out the forms, you'll need some documents, including your passport, Form I-20 if you're on an F visa, or DS-2019 if you're on a J visa, and either a social security number or individual taxpayer identification number. So make sure you check to see which of the 2 you're eligible for and apply for it in advance. If you are working a job, you will have received a W-2 form from your employer. And if you receive treaty employment income or scholarship income, then you might also receive a Form 1042S. And if you're eligible for a tax refund, you might want to provide your checking account information. You can complete your tax forms by first finding them online at irs.gov and then using your documents to fill out the necessary information. Many schools provide software like Sprintax or Glacier, so make sure you check with your international student advisor. Once you have completed the forms, make sure to print them out and sign them and mail hard copies to the Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service Center in Austin, Texas, 733010215. And these need to be mailed out. You are not eligible to submit them online unless you are a permanent resident. And remember to keep a copy for your records. If you have any questions, I recommend you talk to your international student advisor, and you can consult websites like internationalstudent.com/tax, or if you need some assistance in filling out your forms, you can find volunteers who will help you through VITA. And if you have a very complicated situation, you can consider hiring a certified public accountant. All the best and good luck!